Sony Michel, his first carry. Room here to run. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 20.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Michel. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... It got his man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Gronkowski.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
can't believe they let you play.
Here's Darnold. Off to Geis on the screen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one.
14.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 42-yard
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mike 45. That QB's trash. Hey, ready? Check 43.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. To throw is Darnold. Dancing to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are gonna take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Goff.
First down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is gone. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing on third, gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Faking the give, Darnold. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Darnold from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jets 28, Patriots 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk it. Anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play action. It's Darnold. Able to find his running back, Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake, and it's Darnold letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then with a one-play drive, the offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Michel. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Michel. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the... Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Flushed out right. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
Complete to number 11,
Julian Edelman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Jets 49. Patriots 21.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Damon Harrison able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here now, Johnny Townsend as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
At the 15-yard line.
This is Geis. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
The 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Darnold. Caught left side by Hilton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because
blitz coming and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to
Darnold now to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the...
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Harrison on the stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd.
On the ground, Geis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score, Jets 56, Patriots 21.
The kickoff. Send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
New England.
120. Let's go, D. 12. 12. 12. 12. Let's go. Hey, kill.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Jets 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their 1st loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT. Gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy. Right? Who can stand up and make a play? It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, Williams. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, here's Love. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Love. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 26.
Down at the 26.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. Akers hit, he coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's 3rd and 11.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
Williams loses the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Williams now on third down. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Williams throwing after the interception. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Williams. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dwayne Haskins set.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down now, it's Love. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Run for the extra point.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll find Hall. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
Good.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is Gibson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Williams to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
The 24-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Haskins will throw. He'll look underneath here for Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Love. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Haskins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
At the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
10 more there and another first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. For about 5, up close to the 40.
Rams ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38.
He was
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Rams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on
this run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Williams, off play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Love. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Love. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Haskins going to try to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...
I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a pig, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'm a for that